The ROI has definitely been like more than 10 times. It's been at least 10, but if you just look at how much I spent versus how much I've made, it's absolutely been way more than 10 times. My company is Tribe 144. We're a full service marketing company. What that means is we do everything encompassing your business marketing, from your website design to your advertorials, your SEO, search engine optimization as it's known, Google Maps ranking, organic ranking. So basically everything that you can think of, we handle it in one form or another. I was going to run with advertorials because I know how to do that, but I was really skeptical because when you look at the cost per click, it's just not tenable. I mean, you've got to throw in my vertical in marketing, you've got to get really granular. You've got to find these queries that are $2, $3. It's almost impossible because they're not targeted enough. So then when you go to something like local SEO, which is something I do a lot of, you can find that's a really good target, but those have gone all the way up to like $20 a click and so on. So when you look at that, it's like, geez, you could actually spend $5,000 just trying to land one client if you're lucky. You know, so it's not tenable. You could go through 50 grand doing that in no time. And maybe you'll, excuse me, maybe you'll land 10 clients. You probably will, but by that time you'll be broke. I just wanted a reasonable return on, and I just wanted to land a few clients because the way I looked at it is the cost of your services. You know, it's always about ROI for every small business owner. The service that I provide, that other marketers like myself provide, it's the same as the companies that we're providing it for. It's got to work from a mathematical standpoint. Well, the ROI has definitely been like more than 10 times. It's been at least 10, but if you just look at how much I spent versus how much I've made, it's absolutely been way more than 10 times. And then now that it is, so it took me, I started in October of 2023 and we're now in April of 2024. What is that? Month 7 we're in. So it took me 5 months to get to profitability, and I have massive overhead. I'm not even talking about your service, but the rest of my overhead. And plus I was tweaking my model the whole time. So it wasn't a stable model. Now it's kind of stable, pretty much stable. And I'm making what I'm spending. But as far as the amount that I'm earning, it's all primarily come from the email marketing, and it's big. So it's really, really, really doing well. Well, I watched some of your videos, some of the referral videos, and those, you know, I like those. Those were pretty good. And then I know Bradley Benner. He's over at Semantic Mastery. So I was like, well, if Bradley's willing to put his name on it, I'll take a look at it at least. So I took a look at it and I said, yeah, this is the question of how do you do it now in 2024? So I said, well, let's do a test. I'm going to learn from it. I think what I like about your service the most is you're very responsive. I can talk to you on, we have a Slack channel. So that's what you set up. As soon as I signed up with you, we get into a Slack channel. We can converse there occasionally when we have a monthly phone call to go over, you know, deep dive details of all of our campaigns. And then if I need something done, or I feel like you guys need to do this, or I want to implement this other thing over here, I can send you a message on Slack, and you guys are very responsive to it. And you've actually listened to me the whole time, which is much appreciated. And, you know, you got, if you didn't agree with something, you would tell me, well, no, this is what we're seeing. You know, we've seen these kind of results when you do this, and it's a good idea. Or, you know, sometimes some of the ideas I've come up with, you're like, that's interesting. Let's try that. So I appreciate that. And I know you guys are strapped for time, just like I am sometimes. I don't want to be that squeaky wheel client, but it's nice to have that accessibility. So that's been probably the most valuable thing. The reason I would recommend Hyperke is because if your business model makes sense from a return point, if you can make the numbers work, email marketing will work for you. And Atishay and his team know what they're doing. They know it at a high level. They're doing it all day long. So when something starts happening with, oh, people are, the bounce rate, people are not receiving the emails properly, they figure it out. People are not opening, they change the title, they change whatever that needs to be changed. So it's an ongoing process. And yeah, I think if you can make it work from ROI perspective, there's nothing better, because you get so much exposure for the amount of money you're spending. You get thousands and thousands in front of thousands and thousands of people. You cannot do that on any other media. I would highly recommend you guys, and I would do it again any day.
Absolutely.